Just leaving the airport on my way to Oslo. So far the road to Oslo has been farmland, rolling farmland. Just looks like it's grass. They're just growing hay for crops. It's been bike lane since the little village of Ask, which has been nice. Hopefully it continues. Just coasting into the little town of Lillestrøm, which is about 20 k's from my destination in Oslo. Looks like they've got some nice cycle networks here. This parallels a highway going into Oslo. I'm not far from the youth hostel now. I'm heading into downtown Oslo to sort some things out. Another bike tour, admiring the graffiti along the river here. Actually looks like pretty organized graffiti. Still on my way down into Oslo. Another beautiful bridge. I made it to downtown Oslo. I won't be trying in Norway. Here's Oslo Harbor. Just relaxing and having a 97 kroner beer. It's about $15. So this was a burial ship. It was an ocean-going vessel. There's the portholes for the oars. And the reason it's preserved is they used it as a burial ship. So after it was decommissioned, they buried it in the ground and then put important people, like the Queen was actually in this one. Buried in the ground and then buried people in it. My ancestors were in trouble when they saw one of these coming at them. Well, I'm heading out of Oslo, hopefully on my way to the start of the Rollervegen, which is a mountain pass that'll take me to the biggest fjord in Norway. Hopefully it all works out. There's a few things that gotta fall into place. Well, I'm up on top of the mountains now, on my way to Sandvolen. I'm not sure where I'm heading after that, but I got an idea. Well, this looks like it's my path. It's actually a winter ski path that I'm going to be taking for the next 20 kilometers. Google Maps sent me here. I thought it was a highway or a lightly used road, but people assure me that I will be getting to Sandvolen this way. It's just going to be a bit more rugged than I was expecting. Thanks, Google. Well, this is what this trail has degraded into now. Supposedly 5 more Ks and I'm at some sort of civilization. We'll find out. This is what I'm dealing with now, 4 kilometers from where I gotta be. And I walked up here to scout. It does seem to get good enough where I can walk with my bike up here. But I'm just wondering, is it just gonna be mucky like this again? I might just try taking my panniers off, carrying my bike, and trying not to kill myself on these rocks. Hopefully things get better. I hope this is all worthwhile. Well, it's 5:45. The road became totally impassable. I had to give up, much as I tried. And yeah, it's 5:45, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. But I found a nice spot here, and I think I'm gonna wild camp for the night. And tomorrow I guess I'll return the rest of the way I came. It's about 15 k's to a main road, and then at least another 20 to a town. And I'll try to regroup. Hopefully things go better tomorrow, but I made the best of it. And I've got the mountains out here all to myself. Stuff's up drying, not raining, and my pasta primavera is ready to eat. So chalk it up in the name of character building. I'm heading back out to a main road to try to find some civilization and get reoriented. Well, I stopped at a golf club and got coffee. Asked a young lady at the pro shop for some help, and I think I'm on my way to Sandvika, and I'll probably catch a train to Hogestal, which is the start of the Rollerwagen. Well, I missed my train. The gentleman wouldn't let me on because I didn't have a ticket for my bicycle. You got to pay a children's ticket for your bicycle here, and I'm hopeful they're going to let me on this time. So I'm going to take the day off here in Gailo. It's not Gilo, it's Gailo. And it's supposed to start raining in a few hours for the whole afternoon, so I thought I'll enjoy the Rollerwagen at a better time. And I'm hoping to do a little run around the lake here, but I'm not sure if it's a bike path or a footpath. We'll see. Here's the 10K loop around this lake in Gailo that I'm hoping to get in before the rain starts. Looks like they got some ski hills over here. Still snow in the mountains. Here comes a Norwegian getting fit. Here's a Viking burial ground from around the year 900. And the Vikings used to bury things like the Egyptians with people. Looks like there was a knife, a cauldron, a lock spring, a box. Here's the other end of the lake. Looking across at the town of Gailo, where I'm staying. This is a museum in Gailo. Grass roofs on these old buildings. Huge timbers. So I'm guessing glass was at a premium, and keeping the heat in was also at a premium. These are from several centuries ago. Well, here I am on my way out of Gailo. It's a very cool day for July 12th. And I'm decked out in my thermals. I got everything. Gloves, tights. It's 5 degrees out. Kind of makes me think of John Denver here. Wrong country though. So here I am starting the Rollavägen. It's a bit of a complication in that there's 5 kilometers of snow you gotta go over. There's a possibility of getting a train past that spot, but I don't know if I can get on it. So we'll see. Here comes some people enjoying that downwind or the wind at their back. Starting to rain a little bit. It'd be a Norwegian day if it didn't, I guess. I hope it doesn't turn into a torrential downpour. It's slow going with the headwind. Here's the valley. About 10 more K and I get the pits. There's a big glacier there. I don't know if I'll have time. I doubt I'll have time to go up on it. Rain has stopped again for a little while, hopefully for good, but I seem to know better. And there's the village of Finns down there. Could be my stopping point. We'll find out. Yeah, thanks again for all the help.
No problem. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Haugstad. So that fella, I forget his name already, gave me a hand. We rode together for a little while. So this track would be ideal for mountain bikers. It's a little rugged on the 35s I got on this Surly, but I'm managing barely. So I guess these wooden barriers that I saw earlier are for snow protection, to stop snow from falling on the trail, or in this case the railroad track up there. So it just keeps the snow where it needs to be in the winter. Needless to say, I'm walking my bike through parts of this. Down to the fjord we go. It's hard on the fingers going downhill like this on this kind of surface. Your hands are constantly on your brakes. The rain has come back. Hopefully not for long. Weather's nice right now. This is in the back of the hotel, and I would assume that's the valley I'm going to be following down. Oh my, this is going to be quite the experience. All the way down to there. I don't think I'll ever do anything like this again. Made it to the bottom of the valley. It was very hair-raising, but awesome. still on a slight downhill here, so it's going to be awesome. He's going to be able to coast right to Flom, I think. Even on July 13th, they got the fires going here. For good reason. It feels a little warmer today. Well, I dropped a lot of altitude as well. But it feels like it's over 10. It's hard to believe they could build a railway down here. Not sure if they diverted that water. Hard to say. I thought for a change I'd get a video of a beautiful waterfall. This is what I came to Norway for, right here. The valley's widening as I get closer to Flom. These little bridges are used for salmon fishing. Apparently this river that flows through Flom is teeming with salmon. Flom. Cruise stop. Looking in at Flom. Very touristy. Of course, the huge cruise ship there. And then I'll soon be heading out on my ferry out this fjord. That certainly would be an easier way to see Norway. This is the high-speed ferry that I'll be taking to Bergen. Four-person cruise. Branching off to the right. We're heading into the big fjord, Saltby Fjord now. Leaving the fjord that headed down to Flom. Like that down there is the main channel of the Saltby Fjord. It keeps going. I originally hoped to cycle down that to get back to the airport, but there are too many tunnels. I think we're starting to head south now, in between some little islands. We're now worming our way through islands on our way down to Bergen. It's a sunny, fairly mild evening in Bergen. It's 9:15. I'm looking for my Airbnb. You don't have to worry about running out of daylight here. We've still got several hours of daylight. Very touristy spot, Bergen. You want to look at it? Here's another view looking back at Bergen. Cruise ship in that harbor as well. Some nice views coming out of Bergen here. One of the many Norwegian tunnels I can't go through, even though this is a very small one. So I gotta go around this way. Had a frustrating morning, kind of going around in circles trying to get off the mainland. Hopefully I'll be across the bridge shortly and it'll get easier. There's looking down at that bridge that we went under with the ferry last night. And I gotta cross that, and it looks like the one after it to get to the island I need to go to get off the mainland finally. This road's been a bit hairy, crazy uphill. I'm looking forward to a downhill now. Across yet another bridge. Another good sized one. Another lovely little bridge as I wander from island to island on my way up from Bergen. My end goal is Mongstad today, though it's still a long way off. Stretch of road here, so I shouldn't dally, but I thought this place looked lovely. Wow. I am.
I had the plan at the beginning to maybe try to cross it from west to east.
It's a long way, some really rewarding parts. Just stopping for a lunch break here. Interesting, they got the Canadian flag and the American flag up there, as well as the Norwegian flag. There's lots of hills, but this ride's been really nice. The roads are fairly quiet. I'm cycling with Alex, he's behind me. Very different countryside. Alex is a musician. He also works with needy kids. He's a younger guy than me. He's been cycling for 6 weeks. He left Belgium, he's French, but he's living in Brussels. And he left Brussels 6 weeks ago. Here he is in Norway. Yeah, it's about 6:30 at night, and the good thing about running late here, as long as your legs hold out, you got lots of light. And with this kind of a nice day, I don't mind riding a little longer. This area looks a lot like Muskoka, but it's all ocean water. These aren't fjords, these are actually islands off the coast, or hopping island to island. We're hoping to get to a ferry in the next few minutes. Big ferry across the next island. Hopefully in under an hour we'll have a place to bunker for the night. Settle downhill into our campsite hopefully shortly. Nice quiet night in Norway. Turns out Alex is a Beatles fan as well. He's got some Beatles music playing. On our way north. Still cycling with Alex. I could be cycling with him for a few days. Depends how things go. He's going all the way up to Trondheim. I was thinking of just going up to Mold, but that's all subject to change depending on the weather. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow and the next day, so I'm not going to feel much like camping tonight, but we'll see. How's that for a view? Here's one of the tunnels that we're able to go through. It's 600 meters. Got my lights on. There is a bike lane. It looks well lit. It looks like it's fine. I feel like I'm back working in the mines. There's the end of it down there. Here we are halfway down our descent to Rotladal, and again another view of the start of the Sogna Fjord. We're finally off the ferry and on the mainland. There's the Sogna Fjord. However, it's 6:30 at night. We've got some cycling to do to find a place to stay. Parting ways with these guys for a little while anyway. They're heading straight up the highway. We're taking the scenic route. See how it all works out. Here's our little cottage. And forget the place we're on our way to, but it's pouring rain out. What's it called?
Fjorne. F-U-R-N-E.
Okay. And it's pouring rain out on the Sogna Fjord. And we're staying dry tonight, but we don't really have a plan for tomorrow because we're both out of cash. And this place only takes cash. So we're riding through the rain. We're starting out today from Salbu, where we spent the night under cover from the heavy rain, and as you can see, we're starting out in light rain. So I guess we could say things are looking up. We got a little gap in the rain as we head toward the ferry, leaving Salbu on July 16th. Sunday. We're hoping that this break in the rain is at least long enough to dry out our rain gear a little bit. We're waiting for the ferry at the Fiore. We have no idea when it's coming. Hopefully it's sooner than 4 hours, which was our wait yesterday. Enjoying the glimpse of sunshine we're getting here. managed to avoid the bigger tunnels by taking these back roads. This is actually part of a national cycle route. It's not labeled anymore, but we're following it as best as we can on the map. But it's keeping us away from the long tunnels that the bicycles aren't allowed under. We're going to be following this fjord for the rest of the day to the end of it. That's where Ferda is, where we're going to be staying. We've managed to book a hostel, which is nice. Don't worry about where we're sleeping tonight. Little drizzle starting again, and in the middle of a long climb. This tunnel's half a kilometer long. It looks well lit. Put our lights on, hope for the best. Being downhill certainly helps. That's half a kilometer done. 2 cars passed us. Last pass before we get to Ferd has been a killer, but we're up pretty high. Snow on the tops of the mountains there. The hill that never ends on the way to Ferd. Just about killed me. Sunshine down there, not up here though. That ring you hear is cows. I'm so hungry I could jump on one and start gnawing on them. Here we are in Ferd. The rain has finally stopped. So, just gonna go out and get some stuff and sort out some busing arrangements. I've got to catch a bus. I am in Helsinki. Beautiful spot. On my way to Garinger. Hopefully to camp tonight. This fjord, the Garanger fjord, is the fjord that the wave took place in. Now we're turning to Garanger fjord proper. We're in a branch where we start. Actually farms.
An der Bergseite direkt über Südweg können Sie einen anderen Hof mit dem Namen Blomberg sehen. Beide Höfe sind unverlassen. Blomberg seit 1948 und Südweg erst seit 1960.
Here I am in Geringer, another touristy little spot. What a beautiful spot. Well, it's not exactly the Ontario Provincial Park System. More like a refugee camp. But the background is beautiful. It looks like hopefully we're going to have a good night, so I won't wake up to a wet tent like I have the last 2 times. And I'm still undecided whether I'm going to cycle that hairpin loop and do the full 87K or shorten it and take the ferry. Wait and see how I feel in the morning. Evening in Geringer. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm about to face Hillzilla. 11 winding turns to get up this cliff, across the headland to the next fjord, to a place called Valdalen. There it is. I'm at turn 1. I already had to take my jersey off. Just watch how these buses have to make this turn. Beautiful view. Here comes the bus. Watch how he makes this turn. And I got 10 more of those to do. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Most of them do it in one go. I might have thrown them off taking this video. Turn 3. Turn 5. Turn number 8. You can see how high I am. This is switchback 9. And here comes a bus. It's coming really close to me here. And look at how far that is down. I hope I'm not shaking. Oh my God. Switchback 10, just about to the top. There's the tops of the mountains now. I thought this was the last turn, but maybe it isn't. I've climbed 500 meters. I thought this was the 11th turn. Still climbing, but it is showing signs of leveling out. I've climbed 600 meters so far. Waiting for that downhill reward to come. I've got a long way to go today, so I hope it starts soon. I've only gone 9 kilometers. all uphill. Finally some downhill through the valley here. Hopefully I can pick up some time. Nice little lake in the highlands. Bug just went in my mouth. Now I'm heading down the other side, down to Veldal and somewhere down there. So now I get to give it all away, everything I work for. Here's the little town of Eidsdal. Gotta get to the other side of that fjord and somehow climb probably through that valley, I would think, to get to my destination tonight. The town across from the fjord is Veldalen. There's a nice view of the valley I just came through. And there's the valley I'll be going through. 54 k's after I hit land. Left today. To Endalsnes. The departure out of Veldal has been very gentle so far. Following a little river. We'll have to climb sooner or later, but hopefully it's not as crazy as the last climb was. Just can't get enough of these little valleys. They like funky colors. Easter colors for their veils here. Beautiful, easy ride so far out of Veldal. How's this for some sounding water? If you look over here. Get a little rough on a canoe. Norway on a sunny day sure looks pretty. It's been a gentle climb up to 300 meters above sea level here. So this pass is much more friendly than the last one. And the views are just as nice in a way. Every corner is a new vista. It's still a very gradual climb, but I'm approaching 500 meters above sea level now, so I'm going to end up almost as high as that last pass. It just doesn't seem as hard to work. I'm not far from the top now, 634 meters above sea level. So I gotta be getting close to the top of this pass. Anytime this climb wants to quit, it'll be fine with me. I'm still going up. $820. It's still going up. 820 meters. In the words of Martin Luther King, I have been to the mountaintop. Almost. This is the top of my climb anyway. It looks like it goes down after this. And that's a good thing. It's cold up here. almost 1,000 feet. So I got about 23 kilometers left to go. 1 kilometer that is down. Gotta watch how fast you make your descent down here. Still ice, or a little bit of ice on that water. Or maybe that's sand or rocks actually. Anyways, they found a nice place to camp for the night. A little cold for my liking, but I'm gonna go down to sea level. And the business. Hopefully it's a glide all the way there. We'll see. This is Kolstigen. Little viewing area. I'm not gonna go out and look at it. I'm kind of hungry and still gotta get to camp. An amazing gorge though. Should be a good ride down. There's the valley below, and that could be Indelsnes over there. I hope it is. But you could see the road snaking down there if you look real close. Fortunately for me, that's all downhill, I think, now. But that's a lot of snaking and a lot of braking. Better view of the snaking here. The car just had to back up at this point here when a camper van came up. There wasn't enough room for it. What a crazy road. Blast cycling down it. There's our waterfall behind it. Another beautiful morning here. I'm just outside of Indelsnes. This resort, or this campsite, is a little nicer than the one at Geringer. I got a shorter day today, which is good. Beautiful, sunny, warm morning. I'll take it. Indelsnes Harbor. There's also a rail link here to Oslo if I run into trouble. Running behind again today, but I'm all stocked up on groceries, and I got a bottle of wine for my warm showers hosts. Is Fjorden in the distance? This is the road around the tunnel out of Indelsnes. Nice bike lane all the way into Isfjorden. A lot of people off the cruise ship were renting bikes to do this. Nice safe flat ride. There's looking back across the fjord at Indelsnes. And the valley that I came through to get there. And that's where I'm heading, up towards Molde, though I won't quite make it to Molde. Here's another of the many tunnels, some of which you can't go through. This one I have no choice. Just turn my lights on and hope for the best. People are generally pretty good. It's harder when it's uphill though. Barry, my warm shower host, suggested I come down this little side road to Klugnes for the views of the fjord. I think that's another branch of the fjord. I think the main branch goes this way, but I'm not 100% on that. This person has some carving talent. sorts of cool little things here. It's hard to see looking up into the sun there. There's a old boat breaking the glass out there on the fjord. This is the road around one of the tunnels. Looks rather nice. It'll add some kilometers, but it looked like a pretty long tunnel and it was uphill. Nice to get off the highway for a little bit. I'm not far away from my warm showers hosts now. Top of a bridge going across to this island where I'm going to spend the night. That's the fjord. I think I'm going down tomorrow. My hosts aren't there. They're up on top of a mountain 1,200 meters up. So I have the place to myself for a little while. Here's the view from outside my warm showers host's place. They're, as I said, hiking up in the mountains. They live in a lovely spot here. Here's the morning view from the deck. 6 o'clock in the morning. Just leaving my warm showers. They were so helpful routing me here. They gave me a lovely route to take, and then also booking a train. It took us an hour or over an hour today to sort out the train with my bicycle. It's a real hassle. They live in a lovely island. Just how idyllic is this? On my way east, back to the airport. Quiet Friday morning. Kids on summer holidays. A little further down the fjord, it's a relatively quiet road. This plaque tells about this area in 1756. There was a massive rock slide equivalent to, you can't really see much because of the trees, but it was in this area, and it created 3 different tsunamis that wiped out hundreds of houses and twice as many ships or boats. Anyways, the disaster movie The Wave actually happened back then, and they predict it will happen again, though they're not sure. They're not sure how much rock will actually come down. Imagine this is rock from that rock slide. 300 and some years ago, I guess, or 200 and some years ago. Looks like I'm going to be meeting a slightly busier highway up here shortly. Hope it's not too busy. And that should take me into Eidsvåg. It should be my next stop. Stop before Sandal Soda. One hates to stop in the middle of a nice descent, but there's a nice view of the fjord. I'm heading down. Here I am inside a 2.3 kilometer tunnel. You can see it's fairly well lit though, and I got a little sidewalk to ride up. Norway is home to most of the world's reindeer, I believe. So Santa comes here to get his stock. Well, that tunnel scared me off. It's twice as long as the last one. So this is an old road around the tunnel. I'm sure there'll be some big climbs, but it'll be pretty, and I'm making good time today anyway. This is what I get for being a chicken, I guess. Gone up at least 150 meters for this old road around the tunnel. Non-stop climbing. But I do get a nice view of the fjord. Yes, this is a good sign. I think this place is Sandalsøra, the end of the fjord, the end of my experiences with the Western fjords. Just getting ready to leave my hostel slash hotel in Sandalsøra, heading to the bus. Hopefully there's a bus that can get me to Oppdal. If not, I'm gonna have to hustle my butt up 500 meters of elevation, 70 k's. By 5 o'clock when my train leaves, because I need to make up time today. So I was hoping to have an easy rest day on the bus and train. We'll see. It's a nice peaceful morning in Sandalsøra as the sun comes over that big cliff. And I'm not sure what that is over there. I wouldn't doubt it's oil processing. There's a lot of oil in Norway. That's why they're so rich. They can afford to dig all these tunnels. They seem to like their trolls here in Norway. I don't know what the significance is of trolls, but I'm gonna have to read up on it. Anyways, I'm here in Oppdal for the afternoon, and then I hop on a train to get down to Ringebu. So I'm gonna have a look around, relax. I got my rear light, so I'm gonna put that on. Stocked up on a few other things. A lot of the playing fields appear to be AstroTurf. I don't know if they get too much rain. Down there looks like grass, that infield anyway. Beautiful track here in Oppdal. I'm just wandering around, killing time, trying to find a shady place. Here I am in the Ringebu, looking for my Airbnb. Should be just up this street. Leaving Ringebu Sunday morning. Here's the river that I'll be following down to this large lake, the largest lake in Norway. I'll be following it all the way down to the airport, basically. The river and then the lake. Another one of these lovely mountain roads. I've gone up 300 meters, over 310 meters in under 3 kilometers. And I'm not done yet. Thinking that I would avoid the busy E road, I decided to go on the west side of the river. It wasn't a good decision. I got a long way to go. I've climbed 400 meters now. In about 3.5K. I haven't come very far here. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be giving away that climb in a few short kilometers. There's a little bridge down there. I don't think I'm gonna go across to the left, despite how this road has been, because I want to stay off the E road and it looks like there's another road of similar quality on the other side, so I'm not sure. Talked to a farmer and he did say this was the quieter, nicer way for a bicycle to go to Lillehammer. Let's see. And in his words, it's a little bit up and down. In Norwegian standards, a little bit up and down is pretty crazy. There's my two brand new lights for the tunnels that I put on after losing my my tail light somehow. Onward up. That's Pavang back there. These climbs do make for beautiful vistas. Looks like that could be either an old school or an old church. It's more like a little school. I've learned a little bit about those grass, moss, roofs. They're all over the place. They put a vapor barrier below, plastic, so that it doesn't rot the wood. And they have to reinforce the whole structure to carry the extra load. A gentleman on train that I talked to has one. Says they're nice, but they're a lot of maintenance. They do add extra insulation, but you got to cut the grass and what have you. So he's of two minds about them. Well, I crossed the river because it looked like it might be a flatter route, and it certainly is. This is actually
2, 1, 0.
things that you see on the way to Lillehammer. There's one such roof that probably needs a haircut. Very cool, but these Norwegians really take their cross-country skiing seriously. The river seems to be picking up some water again. There's the quaint little town of Feiberg, nestled in the hillside. Here's the main sports center where the Olympic Games, when the Olympic Games were hosted some years ago. And I'm guessing that's where the Olympic flame burned. Not sure if that's all the Olympic Village up there, but it certainly looks like part of it. Looking down at Lillehammer here. Another AstroTurf soccer field. That's as close as I'm gonna get. Quite impressive. Here it is. There's the Flamingo Bar. Can't afford a Harley, here's one way to do it. He's rigged his bicycle up to look like a Harley. Awesome. This is the main touristy street in Lillehammer. There's a bridge just for bicycles and pedestrians crossing the front part of the lake as I leave Lillehammer to go back to the other side. Still climbing. I seem to be at the top of the mountain, so I can't see having to climb much more. But this is a pretty little spot. Somebody's put some care into their landscaping. Lots of nice wildflowers up here in the mountains. An excuse to stop and take a rest. Does seem to be flattening out though. That's the town I'm gliding down into next, Gjavik. I guess it's a pretty big place. I never realized it was that big. Highway 4 down there looks just as busy as the E road. I'm sure there was an easier way than the way I took though. Down at lake level now. Still about 5K from the center of Gjavik. And I still have some traveling left to do today. Traveled a little further than I'd anticipated today. I'm at 76 Ks now, but I haven't been able to find a place to camp, so we'll see. So it's 8 o'clock and I finally got a place to camp here right on Lake Mjosa. It's 20 to 11 and the days are getting actually considerably shorter. This is my last campsite in Norway. That was the nicest campsite I've had. July 25th, and I'm on my way to the airport. Beautiful morning view of Lake Mjosa. Continues to be a nice ride down to the end of the lake. A little bit of traffic here and there, but reminds me a bit of Muskoka again. There's a cool little invention. It mows the lawn automatically. I think. Imagine that's what it does. I have to get me one of those. Apparently they have quiet little blades. And a gentleman I just passed by said that you got to put wires around the perimeter of your property so it knows when to stop and go the other way. And it's kind of like one of those pool cleaners, those random pool cleaners. And that's it, 1,010 kilometers, full circle.